In this daily drop, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite pieces of kit that I use on a regular basis, the Elgato Stream Deck. So let's go. All right, everybody. I don't know what's going on here in the world, but for some reason, this thing that we used to have, the insanity called Black Friday, has now become a month-long event. So sales are happening from pretty much the beginning of November all the way till the end of November when Black Friday happens. And then we just kind of roll right into Cyber Week, which seems to always extend to Cyber 2 weeks. So it's kind of like a 4, 5, or 6 week sale on so many different types of products out there. And this is no exception. Elgato is definitely doing some sales on their different Cam Link products, their Stream Decks. This is something I have had since pretty much the beginning of when the product came to market. When I was setting up everything for sort of remote production and things like that, I needed something to be able to use for live streaming, for sort of switching between cameras and all of that fun stuff. And so I picked up this Stream Deck, and I have to say that I use this thing all of the time. Now, since then, Elgato has released a lot of other different products under the Stream Deck heading or name. And what really is this? Well, it's this particular one is just basically a way to have 15 buttons that can essentially be macros or shortcuts to doing certain actions. So this one I have set up for sort of my weekly live streams, for recording directly into Ecamm Live, which is what this is set up for. I'll switch over here to a different setup. This is my setup here for Camera and Flask. I'll go back to the one that I'm using right now. And the additional Stream Deck products, one of them which I'm kind of interested in is called the Stream Deck Plus. Not only has these programmable buttons, and they do have mini versions with less buttons, they have XL versions with more buttons, but the Plus version has dials on it and also a touch strip, so you can basically access different apps and then do certain things with those apps, which I think is very, very cool. I'm tempted to get the Plus to try to set things up here, not only for switching cameras and going through PDFs and going to next scenes in Ecamm Live, but for other functionality with my apps. But you can see here, and if you follow the channel and stuff like that, that by pressing these buttons with actions that I have programmed, I can go from this A camera, I can very quickly go to my B camera. Here I have a side-by-side, so I programmed it where I have 2 cam links coming in with a 4K signal, and I can actually go ahead and do a side-by-side. I have the A camera with a B camera picture-in-picture, which I can move anywhere on the screen, and then I have B camera with an A camera picture-in-picture. So if I'm trying to still talk to the audience and also show something in particular, I can do that with these. I can also do things like hide the overall UI of Ecamm Live. Here I have a mute mic option that's here. And I even have on this particular setup, and I haven't used all of the different areas, I have a counter so I know how many people are basically attending or being a part of a live stream. And then I can go to next scene, previous stream. So when I'm doing things like a contest, I can load up a whole bunch of scenes in Ecamm Live and go to the next one, the previous one. You can do the same thing with a PDF. You load a PDF into a scene, and then you can program basically a previous page, next page, doing that. So this Stream Deck from Elgato is pretty dang great. What I'll do is I'll put a link or links to some of the products in the Stream Deck line on B&H, maybe on Elgato's website as well, or on Amazon, and you can see what those products are. I'll definitely first put a link to the product page, the overall product page for Stream Deck, so you can see how many products are within that family. And start to dig into what the functionality is. For me, up until now, the regular Stream Deck has been doing the job for me. I know regularly this is about $150 US, and then when it's on sale, it can go down to about $130. That Stream Deck Plus might be something that you want to check out. To me, that's a really, really interesting product because it's giving you a lot of additional functionality. They even have a pedal, which I think will allow you to activate basically toggle certain things with a pedal so that you're not reaching down. I usually hide mine down here, so if I want to switch cameras, I'm, not trying to be distracting when I'm doing it, and I can do that quite easily with the Stream Deck, but that pedal is intriguing to me as well. Don't forget to, and I'll see you on the next episode of The Daily Drop.